And now comes the shock of the weekend. In Friday qualifying, Nigel Mansell is going for pole when in the S-curves behind the pits, he loses the Williams Honda. Landing from that tremendous impact is what does the damage. Mansell is in agony in the cockpit. He releases the steering wheel, but can't get out. Frank Williams waits anxiously for news in the pits, as the marshals tend to Mansell, who is grimacing with pain. What happened was that Mansell clipped a curb on the previous right-hand corner. The car ran wide coming out and got onto the dust on the outside. It spun at once and went backwards into the tyre barriers. That flipped it up in the air, and the car almost turned over, but then landed with sickening force once, twice. Mansell has no broken bones, but with severe internal bruising, he's out of the race. Nelson Piquet knows that for the third time in his career, he is the champion of the world. And as Mansell is helicoptered to hospital, his car returns on a truck.
Nelson, world champion for the third time, but how do you feel about winning it in this way?
Well, it doesn't make any chance. Oh, sorry, it doesn't make any change because and I didn't win today the championship, and I didn't win because Nigel stopped. I win because I'm 12 points in the lead. It's still two races to go, and I win because I collect a lot of points this year. I was very consistent, and everything apart. I had a lot of problems. Everything worked well for me.
Does this championship give you as much pleasure as your last two?
Well, I think the second championship was the best for me because I won in 81, and I did all development in 82 for new engine and a new car, and I came 83 with a lot of problems in the beginning. The car was getting stronger. We developed the car with the BMW. It's coming, and after everything came through. This one was good after losing last year with Honda. Was very disappointed for Honda. Honda being very, very strong the last 2 years. But I have a very, very big competition, the team that make we lose the championship last year. I think the management of Williams was, in my opinion, was not right because we lost last year. This year we didn't lose because McLaren was not strong enough, and they stopped in 2 or 3 races with mechanical problems. If they didn't stop, it would be the same problem in the end of the year again, and we could lose the championship again. But I done a lot of work that I didn't use, like the axle suspension. I done many kilometers, and after 3 races they stopped with the car, and we came for the normal car again. So a lot of things that was very suffering the championship, and in the end everything came through all right. But anyway, it was a lot of work.
And what about that accident at the beginning of the year? How badly did that affect you?
Well, like I said before, it affected me a lot mentally because physical only maybe for the next 3 weeks was I have a very bad ankle. But mentally it was much longer. For 2 or 3 months I didn't sleep very well, and I make my metabolism change complete, and was not very good for the championship.
And how many more world championships will you win?
Oh, I don't know. I want to do more 2 or 3 years in the 4, 5 years, or 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many years I want to do in Formula 1. I still like it very much to race and who knows? Maybe next year with the Lotus and Duke Rouge will do a new car. I'm like very much the car. Looks very, very enthusiastic. And I go put all my effort and all my knowledge to set up well the car, and maybe come again and be strong again next year.
Thanks very much.